Okay, boleh nampak tak? Boleh somebody respond?
Boleh
ada.
nampak.
Boleh nampak ke slide saya?
Nampak Doktor, nampak.
Saya tak dengar suara. Boleh nampak ke tak nampak? Tak nampak Boleh nampak ke slide saya ni? Saya tak dengar. Rasa siapa
Nampak.
boleh respon? Dengar tak suara saya?
Boleh Wan, boleh.
Nampak Wan.
Suara pun dengar Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. So basically this is the second part of briefing for your intra. So you have already known that the intra is basically starting in another 2 weeks times, okay? Start on 31st July until 6th October. Okay, so what you should do before doing your intra and also during the intra itself. Okay, so you have to bring, this is the 4 documents that you have to bring to the host company during your intra. So the first one is your host company offer letter. The second one is the acceptance letters. The third one is a student metric card, and also the last one is industrial training book logbook. Okay, some of the company also they ask the students to bring a few other documents such as IC, and if I'm not mistaken, some of the company they ask student to bring the toolbox. Okay, so you should go and ask the PIC of the company basically what to be bring to the intra based on their requirement. Okay, so this is basically the requirement from Unimed itself. Okay, host company of letter, acceptance letter, student metric card, and also industrial training logbook. Okay, so what you should do in the first week after reporting. So the first week of reporting, so you should submit a verification form. So where do you get the verification form? It's basically from this link. Okay, so I will show afterwards what is inside the link. Okay, and after you fill up the verification form, you should upload the verification form in the e-learning. Okay, so that's why we ask the students to enroll in e-learning, because all the form, all the logbook, all the report will be uploaded in the e-learning itself. Okay, we will access your report and logbook through the e-learning. Okay, so this is I think this is a very general reporting when you do intra. So the first one to report in your logbook is the work carried out by the students. Okay, so certainly this is very understandable. Okay, and then the second one is work that observed, and the third one is the duty or any project given by your supervisor. Okay, so example of logbook writing, I think this also you can read by own self. Basically related to the previous slide, which is work carried out by the students, work observed, and also duties which is related to any project given by your supervisors. Okay, so you should write all in the logbook, okay, if possible. Okay, during intra, basically you have to obey all the universities and host company rules. So basically the main important is to obey the host company rules. Okay, so university is basically related to all the form and report and also logbook. Okay, so report duty at the host company at specific date and time. Okay, I've received a few mails from a company. The first day or the first week, you must report duty within 7:30 a.m. to their companies. Okay, so please obey the time of the company itself. Okay, complete the necessary training at specific host company until the completion date. Okay, some of you request 10 weeks and some of you even request for 12 weeks. Okay, so any application and the pay for shortening the duration of training will not be entertained. Okay, so we fix minimum to be 10 weeks, maximum to be only 12 weeks. Okay, no change the host company without any written permissions from the Deputy Dean of Industrial Training, faculties dean, and also intra team itself. Okay, if you have any problem, okay, regarding intra, for example, you are giving a task which is not related to engineering. Okay, for example, your supervisor or your engineers ask you to do only clear pengkeranian apa? Kerja-kerja pengkeranian. Okay, such as a photostating. Okay, so maybe you can discuss back with us. Okay, and we will advise on how to change the company for your industry training. Okay, don't do jangan bertindak sendirilah. Okay, ask for our advice first. Okay, if you're not satisfied with your current host company. Okay, so fill up and submit all related forms and documents. Okay, and please submit within the stipulated time. Okay, keep the organization secrecy with care and do not take any leave of absence. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, you are not given any leave during your intra. Okay, unless your company are good enough to give you leave within the 10 weeks or 12 weeks of intra. Okay, so please notify your supervisor or your employer, okay, before you take any leave. Okay, during intra, student monitoring. So this is basically assessment. Okay, so basically there are 3 types of assessments. Okay, which is one is by GMAT, which is online. Okay, and then we have a visit. Okay, face to face. Okay, and the third one is basically video presentations. Okay, so video presentations. Okay, so we will set which students should do the GMAT online assessment, visit face to face or video presentation afterwards. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so the how to say, we haven't discussed yet with Dr. Tiang. Okay, either to visit face to face for all the students or just for several states to be visit for face to face. Okay, so don't worry about these assessments. Okay, so post intra, so this is basically after your intra, so you have to submit logbook, okay, and industrial training reports, okay, and submit basically online through your e-learning. Okay, so I think this is no problem. Okay, list of intra, so this is also no problem. This one, okay, assessment and submission of date. So for final year students, you should submit all your logbook, report and video. So this is for assessment, final assessment. Okay, final year on 8th week. Okay, 24th September 2023. Okay, why final year students need to submit earlier? Because on week 10 we have to get ready all your marks so that you will be get ready for your convocations afterwards. Okay, so, and for third year students, you will submit your logbook report and video by 29 October 2023 Sunday, which is around if you finish your intra 6 October, so it's, which is around 3 weeks after your intra, and if you finish 20 October, which is around 1.5 week after your intra. Okay, so please obey the time given, especially for final year students. Okay, because we have to ask the lecturer to assess your logbook and also your report to give mark before your convocations. Okay, so final students. And like I said earlier, type of assessment, there are 3 types: visit to the company, online GMAT, or video recording. So you don't have to worry about this one. We will inform to you from time to time. Okay, I think final year students, maybe we will do a video recording or online GMAT, because by week 8 we have ready to submit your report and also logbook. Okay, so this is the summary for uploading your forms. Okay, and where do you need to submit your sorry, how do you get all your forms? So I've given you this link and you can access later on. Okay, so in the form link, so this is basically the appendix of the logbook. Okay, so intra verification form. Okay, intra verification form number 4 here. Okay, so you have to submit within 1 week during the intra, the first week of intra. Okay, so this is the form. This is very important. Okay, you have to write your student name, your matrix, your IC number, program, and this is your company for your intra, and address, phone number, industrial supervisor name, and the most important thing is basically the signature and official stamp of your employer. Okay, intra company. So if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Kaur says it must be signed by at least engineer in the company. Okay, maybe you are being how to say post to a technicians. Okay, but this form must be signed by the engineer itself. Okay, so and this must be uploaded in the e-learning during the first week of your intra. So this is very important to keep track where you are doing your intra yourself. Okay, so all this form is basically the in this website. Okay, so in this website. Okay, so saya tunjuk sikit lah website ni. Okay, so this is the website. Okay, so click on the forms and downloads. So we have engineering degree program over here. Okay, so this is industrial training logbook, industrial training logbook cover, and this is a logbook appendix and industrial training report. So this is industrial training logbook. Okay, so this is how your logbook will be look like. Okay, so download later on and feel free to go through to the file. Okay, and this is the final report guideline. Okay, so saya tak download ni, so dia lagging sikit. Okay, so you can download afterwards. Okay, through the website. Okay, so industrial logbook cover page is just a cover page, blue in color. Okay, so this is the cover page, and logbook appendix. This one, Okay, so around 12 pages. Okay, so like I said, this is the form, intra form. So you can take a look at the form at this website. Okay, so problems during intra, so do not hesitate to contact us. Okay, me myself, Dr. Kaur, and also Cik Farah. Deputy Dean is basically Dr. Tiang. Okay, but better contact us first. Okay, then directly contact Dr. Tiang. Okay, this is template for logbook cover page. So I already told you earlier. Okay, this is important. Okay, 24th September for final students. Take your student 29th October 2023. Okay, summary for uploading. So this is summary of uploading. So all must be uploaded in the e-learning. Okay, within the stipulated time. Okay, I think that's all for briefing today basically. But I need to get some response from yourself. Do you have any problem until now on applying your intra? Ada masalah tak?
Okay, Puan Azwa.
Ada Dr. Kaur, do you want to add something?
Yeah, I want to add something.
Uh,
Okay, but can Dr. Azwa, can you share back the slide? Puan Azwa, I cannot see the slide.
Dr. Kaur,
Yeah. I cannot see
saya
the
tak
slide.
dengar suara Dr. Kaur. Student lain dengar tak suara Dr. Kaur? Can you hear Dr. Kaur?
Dengar.
Yang slide tu tak keluar. Dr. Azwa, please share back the slide, the PowerPoint slide. Yeah. Okay, can move to slide 1. The second slide. Second slide. Yeah. Okay, for this slide, the document for the student that need to bring along when you go to report duty. The first one, the host company offer letter, is means that the intra 01. Okay, and maybe some of the company like the JKR, TNB, they never fill up the intra 01 for student. They provide the offer letter by their own letter of their company, right? So bring that letter along, okay? And then the second item, the acceptance letter, means that after you make your final decision in system intra, the system intra auto generate that acceptance letter, right? That day we already asked you to send back to the company to secure your intern placement, right? But you still need to bring the item number 1 and item number 2 along as well, is because maybe the first person you enter into the company is not the HR. Maybe it's not your supervisor directly. Maybe you need to go through the guard house first. So you have to show the guard that you are the person who come for report duty as an intern student. Okay, clear? This is very important to show your the person who going to report duty on that day. Okay, and then bring along your Unimap student metric card. Okay, and then the industry training logbook, you can download first, but later on all your logbook report, all of them are going to submit in soft copy. Okay, we do not receive any hard copy. Okay, maybe you can download first, and maybe some of the students, they prefer to write directly on paper, so you can print out your industrial logbook lah. If you're not going to print out, at least you already download. Then you can show to your supervisor you got ready for your industrial training. Okay, so be prepared well to show your professionalism as an intern students. Okay, this is very important. Okay, then Dr. Azwa said next slide. Okay, and then all of the document or anything we ask you to submit, everything is must upload into e-learning. Don't upload anything into system INTRA. Okay, because in the system INTRA, for the staff version, we cannot view it. Okay, later on the panel cannot access the system INTRA. Okay, so all your submissions only e-learning. Okay, do not upload anything into system INTRA. Okay. Okay, and then the link for you to download all the template, later on Dr. Azwa will paste on the Telegram, so you can, all of you can access lah. Okay, it's no problems, no worry. And the item number 1 in the slide. Okay, item number 1 in the slide, the verifications form. Okay, verifications form is inside the appendix, where you can download from the website just now we show you. Okay, that verification form is very important. Okay, you must settle, completely fill out and upload back the verifications form into e-learning, because that verifications form is to show you already report duty to the company. Okay, and that verifications form must be signed by your supervisor. Okay, because the verifications form just now Dr. Azwa show you. Dr. Azwa boleh tunjuk yang nanti Dr. Ellen tu. Okay. Okay, this PDF got a lot of things. One of the page, this is on the page number 2 over 12. Okay, this is the verification form. So you can see that at the column for the organization's detail, one of it is the industrial supervisor designation. Okay, they have a star there. Supervisor must be an engineer or higher positions. So your supervisor who guide you during your internship must be at least have the positions as an engineer. Okay, so this is very important. So when they do make the stamping on this form, make sure the person who do the stamping is not your HR, is not any admin staff. Okay, must be your supervisor. Okay, and then when you write your logbook, okay, make sure you write professionally. Okay, when you include your any figure or any table that you have to put the captions. Okay, figure 1, what is the figure 1 means? Okay, the table 1, what is the table 1? So you have to put the captions, not only paste the figure inside without any caption. So we don't know what actually you want to deliver, what message you want to tell us for this picture, right? So you have picture, must have the caption as well. Okay. And then, okay, one more thing. If you found anything, problems during your internship, maybe the working hour is too long, maybe the company keep asking you to do the OT, okay, or maybe some religion issue or maybe the sex harassment issue, okay, you have to inform us. Okay, us means that you can inform me, inform Dr. Azwa, inform Cik Farah. Okay, and then don't resign by your own without permission from us. Okay, you have to inform us first. And one more thing in the appendix that you can download from the website, they have a one page is the complaint form. Okay, so anything you have happen on you that you wish to make a complaint, you have to fill up that page first, the complaint form. Okay, after you fill up the complaint form, so you can WhatsApp to us. Okay, so you WhatsApp to us, we will follow up with you. So if the thing that we need to channel to the TDJIPK, we will discuss with the TDJIPK, then we will again follow up back to you. Okay, so don't resign quietly and don't resign by your own decisions. Okay, you must get our permissions first lah. Okay, one more issue is like when you start industrial training, maybe you found that the job scope is not related at all to the engineering. Maybe your task given is just do the admin work. So this cannot be accepted lah. You are the engineering student. You are not the person who just deal the admin work. So this is the issue. So you have to fill out the complaint form, tell us, and then we will follow up with you what you should do next. Okay, so this is okay. And then one more thing is like let's say suddenly during your internship you get the COVID. Okay, you get the COVID or any accidents happens. Okay, please inform us. Okay, WhatsApp us. Okay, you have to WhatsApp us. Okay, let's say you really are sick and you go to seek for the doctor, you get the MC. Okay, that MC you have to paste inside your logbook later on. Okay, you scan or whatever, you have to compile in your logbook. Okay, that is a proof that you absent for the work. You with the solid reason you got the MC. Okay, any MC you have to get the approval from the company lah. Okay, because you are working with the company right now, so anything you have to get the approval from the company. Okay, and then okay, make sure you always read the telegram from time to time, because we still have few assessments matter we yet get the final answer. So we cannot tell you who is going to selected to be visit face to face, who is going to selected to make the Google Meet with the panels, who is your panels, and so on. So this one we will sort out later on, and we will just inform to you all through the telegram only. Okay, so please read the telegram from time to time. And if suddenly you change your phone number, please update to us. Okay, don't make us the last minute we cannot find you. Okay, we cannot contact you. This is the big problems. Okay, and then okay, for those in the final year category means that you are going to convo this November. Okay, this is we call it as a final year student. Okay, so final year student, make sure you starting write your logbook, get ready your report from the early of your internship, because you have to submit your logbook report everything in the week number 8. Okay, we ask you to submit earlier because we need to rushing to key in marks for your INTRA marks into the system in order for you able to attend the convo this November. If you submit late, your mark cannot key in on time, means that you cannot convo this November. Okay, so for those in the final year category, please aware the date that you need to submit logbook report everything. Okay. Okay, and then Dr. Azwa, Can I wish to share something. Can you remove the slide? I wish to share screen from my part. Okay, wait. Okay, can you see the screen? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. When you already log in into this web page, okay, this is the only web page for you all to download all the PDF documents for you.
Dr. Kau suara tak dengar. Dr. Kau off mic.
Okay. Sorry. Why suddenly off my? Okay. I repeat. Okay. For when you open the PDF industrial training logbook, okay, read through all the text that are written in the PDF. Okay, when you come to this page, the summary of weekly report, okay, you can see that the box is quite small. So they have a week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on, right? And all of you regularly, it should be up to week 10 only. If those who extend your intra duration up to 12 weeks, so you have to fill up to the summary of the week 12 lah. Okay, and then this is the, let's say, example for the week 1. The date here, you have to write lah. Week 1 means that from what date to what date. Okay, and then what assignment that has been assigned to you in the week number 1. Okay, so this is on the what pages in your logbook. Okay, it is from the page 5 until page 10 or page 5 until page 7. So you have to write out. And then every week here, the column supervisor stamping, you have to make sure your supervisor stamping for you for every week because they got marks. If the stamping is not complete, you cannot get the full mark lah. Later on, you can see the rubric, how the marks given for your logbook evaluations. Okay, this is for the summary. And then when you scroll down, okay, you can see that the page that having bigger box like this one. Okay, this is activity report. Okay, on top, okay, you have to write down, let's say this is number week 1. What is the date on that week? Okay, and then what activity is given? What is your supervisor name? You are on at which department? Okay, so you have to write in details what you already done on that day. Okay, so this is not the summary. This is in the day. Okay, let's say this is the first day. You jot down what first day what you have done. Okay, then the second page maybe you jot down the second day what you already done, what activity you involve. Okay, maybe one page is not enough for you to describe the activity that you have done on your second day. You continue to the next pages. It's not meaning that one day 1 pages. You can one day 3 pages. You can one day 10 pages. Up to you how detailed you're going to describe. Okay, understand? Okay, then here why got the department is sometimes depend to the company. They will put the student at department A for 1 week.
Doctor,
Yes.
Doktor tengah ni ya, cerita pasal logbook.
Yes, yes, logbook.
Doktor boleh, doktor tak tunjuk macam mana nak isi. Tak
Macam mana nak
nampak.
isi? I already share the
Dia
screen, right? I do not
dia
share
tunjuk
screen.
ni ya.
Slide dekat tempat lain.
Slide kat tempat lain. Ya ke? Alah.
Tunjuk
Jangan.
ni website ni.
I stop presenting, I reshare again. Window. Okay. Okay, now can see anything? Can you see the logbook?
Yes.
Okay, after talking so long, you just tell me you see nothing. Okay, this is what I tell you just now. The small box here is for you to fill up the summary for every week. Okay, just make it short and summary. Okay, summarize. Okay, you can make it point form here. What assignment have been assigned to you? Okay, since they are in is the summary. So in the detail is you have to fill up in the this bigger box here, activity report. Okay, so you can write it, make it details. You can make it one day. You can write 2 pages, 3 pages, up to you. Okay, it never means that one day 1 pages. Never limit to no have such rules lah. Okay, and then at the bottom, remember you have to sign. Okay, you have to sign on every page. Okay, if your whole logbook 100 pages, you have to sign 100 times lah. Okay, for your logbook. Okay, so this is the department what I said. Some company, they will put the student at the department A for 1 week, later on move them to the department B for 2 weeks, and then move again to the department C for another week. Okay, so you have to write down you at what department. Okay, so this is for your logbook. Okay, so if you write 100 pages, then when you submit, just 100 pages lah. Okay, and then your logbook later on from this website, you click on the appendix, so you will able to open this PDF. So this PDF, okay, the first pages already list down a table for you is the checklist. So it means that all the document 1 until 13, you have to make sure you complete lah for your INTRA. Okay, in your logbook, later on, the document that you have to compile, include your INTRA applications form where you already download from the system INTRA, right? And then the company acceptance forms, which is your INTRA 01 form. Okay, you have to compile. Company acceptance letter is the letter that you already download from the system INTRA as well. All the letter, document, whatever related to your INTRA, you have to compile. And then INTRA verifications form, this one you have to, as I said, during the first week, you have to complete, okay, for your supervisor to sign. Okay, and then this your evaluation form, INTRA 03 form. Okay, so this form is going to use during the industrial visit. Okay, will be filled up by the panels. So all this form you have to compile inside your logbook. Okay, just make it complete. And then this is the student complaint form. If you got a complaint, you use this form to write up. If you don't have any complaint, just compile only. Okay, just leave it blank. Okay, and then the video recording permissions letter. Okay, because some of the student, maybe you are being selected to do the recording video because we're not going to visit you face to face. We're not going to Google Meet with you, right? So you need to make a recording video. So some company, they cannot allow you to do any recording video. So if you want to do any recording video, you have to get the permissions from your supervisor first. Get the permission from the company first, because some things is confidential for them. They do not want you to share to make any record. Okay, so as long as you before make any recording video or capture any photo, make sure you get their permissions. So this form you have to give your company to fill up. Okay, in the form they tick allowed to record or not allowed to record. You have to put it in your logbook later on. Okay, if you never get their permission but you do the record, if found out by the company, they can sue on you. Okay, so this is a very big issue lah. If you already get their permission, then you make the recording video, then you are safe lah. Okay, and then another evaluations form is the host company evaluations form. We call it INTRA 04. So this is the form that filled up by your host company. Okay, meaning your supervisor should be filled up for you lah. The supervisor will evaluate on you according to your performance for your internship. So when your supervisor need to fill up INTRA 04, it means that during your final week of your INTRA. Okay, so for those in the final year student who need to submit everything earlier, so means that you already must give to your supervisor to fill up this INTRA 04 form on week number 8. Okay, make sure everything complete lah when you submit. Okay, then the next one is the host company INTRA satisfaction survey. So this is a survey form. So you provide this link to your host company for the company to fill up their satisfaction survey. So when you give them the link is during your final weeks of INTRA. Okay, then another survey form is the student INTRA satisfaction survey. This is filled by the student, meaning all of you lah. You have to fill up the satisfaction survey. So when is the final week as well? You fill up the survey form. Okay, then another INTRA evaluations form is the logbook report evaluations form. We call it INTRA 05. INTRA 05 form, you make sure you attach everything in your logbook. Okay, because later on, when you already submit your logbook report, everything, panel will fill up on the form that you attach in your logbook. Okay, so the INTRA report, okay, we ask you all make it in soft copy, upload e-learning. Okay, this is upload e-learning. Okay, and then INTRA video as well. Since some of you will be selected to make a recording video, okay, then the video you all also need to upload into the e-learning lah, as usual. So e-learning, you have to know, e-learning, the maximum size can be supported is just 40 megabyte. So don't make the video too large size. Make sure it's just enough, make you able to upload. If the size bigger, cannot upload lah. Okay, and then the blue, the bold text here, you have to read. So already mentioned here, please attach this checklist together with all the items listed in the checklist, whichever applicable at the end of your logbook. Failure to attach any form required will result in the student losing mark for industrial training. And tick the complete and available document and put the cross for the not available document. And write the non-available if the document status is not available. Okay, so this is very important lah. So this is already help you out to make sure your submissions is complete later on. Okay, and then this is the INTRA verification form we already explained. Okay, then this is the evaluations form, INTRA 03. Okay, here already write up for you to be filled up by the faculty or the industrial training evaluator, means that the panel lah, okay, who going to evaluate you during the industrial visit. Okay, visit means that face-to-face visit or maybe Google Meet visit, or maybe the recording video. Okay, this is going to fill up by this form. So you all must help out the panels. Okay, you write your name, your IC number, program, everything first completely before you put it into your logbook. Okay, so the panel no need to write out one by one for all of you lah, right? Please write out for your to help your panel. Okay, then this is the rubric for you to score the INTRA 03. So you can read on the rubric, then you know how to score the higher marks. Okay, then this is the student complaint form. Okay, if you found any complaint you wish to voice out, write this form and submit to the INTRA team lah. Okay, then okay, this is the follow-ups for the INTRA teams to fill up. Okay, and then this is the form video recording permissions request letter. So those who going to make any recording or capture any photo, make sure you get the permissions first. Okay, so this one you can write up the here. Okay, allowed or not allowed. So you have to complete it. Okay, then this is the INTRA 04 forms, okay, to be filled up by the industrial supervisor. So your supervisor in the company have to fill up, okay, according to your performance. Okay, and make sure your supervisor have the stamping on this page. Okay, then INTRA 05 forms is the form for the panel to fill up the marks for your logbook and your reports. Okay, and then how to score higher marks for your logbook, this is the rubric, so you can read through. Okay, and then how to score higher marks for your report, okay, this is the rubric, so you can read through. So it's no problem for you to score higher marks. And then this is the summary for the INTRA assessments, how the marks being distributed. Okay, so total up here will be 100%. Okay, so remember INTRA is just pass and fails only. Okay, pass or fails. Okay, any questions so far? Is it clear? Any error happens during I share the screen? Okay. Are you there?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So I think I stop sharing. Okay.
Okay, student ada soalan tak? Do you have any questions?
Okay, one more thing, Dr. Azwar. Okay, I found that some students the company never fill out INTRA 01 for you, and remember bring the INTRA 01 when you go to report duty and ask the company to fill up for you later on, because you need to compile in your logbook later on. Okay, and then some of you already upload INTRA 01 into e-learning, and then we already update into the system INTRA for you to make final decisions, but you still yet do so. Please make your final decision as soon as possible. And also I found that some students that thought they already upload into e-learning, then they already finished the procedure and they forgot to make the final decisions. Okay, so if you found your friends they forgot the last step, final decisions, please remind your friends they have to complete the final decisions in the system INTRA. And then those you please check back your INTRA 01 form. Some company fill up the form without put the stamping, company stamping. There is no company stamping. So please bring back the INTRA 01 form. Ask the company to put a formal company stamping for you. If without the company stamping, it's just like the INTRA 01 form, it's simply filled out by the students sendiri. Okay, it's look like not filled out by the company, it's filled out by the students themselves. Okay, so these some details, small things that you need to check for it lah. Okay, thank you, Dr. Azwa.
Okay, you're welcome, Dr. Ko.
Okay, I found a question in the chat box. Okay, the year 3 students should register intra subject in the coming semester. Okay, these questions, okay, if your credit hour, after you add on the intra code, is still within limit of the credit hour, means that not over the credit limit, you can pre-register the intra code for the coming semester for those year 3 students. Okay, if you already add on the intra subject, but you found out that it will make your total credit become over. So this case, you no need pre-register intra code. Okay, you can fill up the form later when the semester open. Okay, submit hard copy the forms. Okay, registrations, late registration lah. Okay, for the intra codes. Is it clear?
Boleh faham ke?
Boleh.
Doctor, that means the admin won't automatic apply for us. We need to do the manual form also.
You can fill up the manual form, and we also will submit the list number to the admin staff as well to cross check lah. I think the student need to check as well. The intra code finally already get into the system already or not for you in the coming semester. If you found that the intra code still missing, you have to follow up lah before too late lah.
Okay, doctor, thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Thank you, Dr. Ko.
Doctor, for the recording video, right? Is it compulsory to put in upload in e-learning, or we can upload in YouTube and then share the link through e-learning?
We will update on the assessments later on. Either just put the link in the e-learning or just giving the link in the YouTube itself. Boleh? Any more questions? Ada soalan lagi? Okay, kalau tak ada soalan, saya ada sikit yang saya nak tegur. Okay, so from our list, around 66 students haven't get any offer for placements intra. So saya tak pasti dalam GMAT ni student tu ada ataupun tidak. Okay, so hopefully semua boleh dapat placement intra. So saya harap sangat semua akan apply. Okay, saya perasan saya pujilah sebab saya tengok dalam intra system ada yang apply sampai 50 company. Okay, ada yang apply satu je. Okay, tapi yang apply 30 ke 50 ni memang saya puji sangat lah. So thank you so much for your effort. So harap-harap yang apply 40-50 company ni will get the offer from any of the 50 company. Okay, so I'm not sure what is the further actions if more than 50 of you did not get any offer from any company for placements for internship. I haven't discussed with Dr. Tiang, so but hopefully, so we pray that you will get your placement by 31st July, which means around 2 more weeks. Okay, so number 2 is basically, so this is from my dari saya punya panggil apa, pemantauan. Okay, so some of you have more than one offer from company. Okay, so we really hope that you can reject the company, okay, and give the opportunity to your friends basically. Okay, so please accept and reject fast. Okay, so because some of you don't even accept even though you have offer from more than one company. Okay, tolong kesian dekat kawan-kawan yang tak dapat tempat. Okay, so tu number 1. Okay, number 2. So this is the biggest things lah. Okay, attitude. Okay, please mind your attitude. Okay, jaga attitude, jaga akhlak, how you address people. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, a few of the company offer is basically from top level management. Ada yang datuk, ada yang IR. Okay, so please address the boss properly. Okay, ada datuk, so panggil datuk. Ada IR, panggil IR. Ada doktor, ada professor, for example, address people properly. Okay, unless they say, okay, no problem, you can just call me Encik, Tuan, and etc. Okay, and number 2, please SMS, WhatsApp, Telegram people also properly. Okay, avoid using short form. Okay, you are in a corporate, means that you are in a company. Okay, avoid using thank you, just TQ. Okay, welcome WLCM for example. Okay, so I understand. So you are talking to us, to lecturer, you are how to say, basically terbiasa using short form. Okay, but if you are dealing with this company outside, so better use a proper form. Okay, address properly, avoid using short form. Okay, number 3, if they don't give you work during the internship, ask for work. Okay, tanya, okay, IR, Tuan, ada tak kerja untuk saya? Okay, sebab sometimes company ni dia nak tengok you punya soft skills. Okay, dia takkan arah you buat kerja, but then they want you to ask them for work. Okay, jangan sit down, duduk, main handphone. I think it's not appropriate. Okay, number 4, say thank you and sorry. Okay, if you're given any task, if you have any problem, if you do something problem, say sorry. Sorry IR, sorry doctor, sorry Datuk for example. Sorry for not achieving your target for example. Okay, and say thank you. Okay, for if they given you any work. Okay, so thank you Tuan, thank you Encik. Okay, have an empathy for your boss for example. Okay, and last is basically for us. Okay, for the INTRA team, please alert on announcement and due date of the submission. Okay, please alert on the announcements and due date of the submissions. Okay, saya tak pastilah Okay, tapi saya rasa Dr. Kor dengan Cik Farah memang sangat hard work. SMS, WhatsApp sorang-sorang, call sorang-sorang, Intra 01 tak upload lagi. Okay, company A bagi offer letter. So you don't expect this at during internship. Okay, jangan expect supervisor awak, engineer awak akan call awak, tanya awak ada dekat mana. Okay, call awak kenapa tak datang kerja. You should act by your own self. Okay, tengok keadaan. Okay, jangan tunggu bila sakit dah seminggu tak datang baru nak report. Okay, I think it's not really appropriate. Okay, so act accordingly. Okay, bertindak secara sewajarnya lah. Okay, dalam bahasa Melayu sewajarnya. Okay, jangan tunggu bos ataupun supervisor SMS call baru nak bertindak. Okay, so saya tahu kalau dengan lecturer ni kebanyakan students dia macam endah tak endah. Okay, tapi dalam company bila bekerja, please dan last kali tolong jaga nama baik Unimat. Okay, saya receive a few emails. Okay, company offer tapi student tak accept, tak reject. Okay, so saya rasa Dr. Kor, saya dan Cik Farah dah bagi tahu within 2 weeks time you have to either accept or reject the company offer. Okay, so bila saya dapat mail dari company saying that student is not very students not responding. Okay, so saya rasa sangat sangat tak best lah. Okay, kenapa sudah Unimat bila di offer tapi tak respond, either you nak reject ataupun accept. Okay, bila saya WhatsApp pun tak balas. Okay, so jangan buat benda ni dekat host company. Okay, kalau awak nak buat dengan saya tak ada masalah lah, saya maafkan. But please jangan buat dengan host company macam tu. Okay, dan kalau awak perasan setiap application letter awak ada nama saya, ada nama Dr. Kor. Okay, which means that nama saya dengan nama Dr. Kor ni mereka akan cari. Nama saya ni baik ke buruk ke semua dengan nama saya. So kalau boleh tolonglah jaga nama baik Unimat, tolong jaga nama baik saya dan juga nama baik Dr. Kor dan juga Dr. Farah sendiri. Okay, so hopefully you have a good experience in your industrial training. Okay, okay, last ada yang tanya nak practical ataupun intra di Unimat. So basically we are not encouraging you to do intra in Unimat. Okay, unless memang tak dapat langsung any offer from other company outside, yes. Okay, but the thing is intra ni dia nak expose you to outside world. Okay, dia nak expose you to the company. Kalau kita intra di Unimat, so the objective of the intra itself is not met. Okay, so please make sure within these 2 weeks time usaha betul-betul cari company. Okay, kalau saya cadangkan untuk diri saya sendiri, untuk awak sendiri nak ikut pun tak ada masalah. Balik ke awak punya kampung ataupun balik ke your hometown, okay, you go and find any company, okay, cari company dekat dengan rumah, okay, bagi tahu saya nak intern, saya nak practical, tak dapat gaji pun tak apa. At least you get good experience in that company which related to your engineering. Okay, rather than you nak work dekat dalam Unimat, okay, you tak dapat situasi sebenar macam mana bekerja di luar. Okay, itu saya punya cadangan. Last kali langsung tak dapat tempat untuk praktikal. Tapi saya rasa 84 ni kalau student yang dah dapat tempat praktikal saya rasa. Yang tak datang briefing ni biasa yang tak dapat tempat praktikal. Okay, itu cadangan saya last kali. Okay, go to your hometown, cari company yang rasa-rasa boleh offer intern, pergi face to face. Saya nak buat intern cik IR, gaji tak bagi pun tak apa. Tak ada allowance pun tak apa, tapi saya nak dapat pengalaman. Saya rasa banyak company yang akan bagi. Sebab mereka pun sebenarnya nak bagi peluang kepada student, tapi mungkin sebab mereka kekangan keuangan. Okay, itu salah satu sebab sekarang, dan ekonomi juga tak bagus. So maybe one of the reasons. Okay, so I think that's all for me. So saya minta maaf kalau saya cakap ni, saya membebel ni, awak rasa benda ni benda yang tak perlu. Tapi Tapi bagi saya benda ni sangat important. Okay, attitude is matter. Okay, please mind your attitudes. Tolong jaga attitudes. Okay, if you are good students tapi attitude you tak okay, definitely tak okay. Okay, so I think that's all for me. Ada soalan daripada students?
Okay,
I will
Dr.
post
Azrael.
all the materials in the e-learning and also in the Telegram later on. Okay. So any more questions, Dr. Ko?
Got something to add to remind student. Okay, I know from your system INTRA, you got able to saw a button that you can download some template, right? But all the template that you able to download in the system INTRA is no more valid. Okay, that is the old, very old versions template. Means that before the MCOs. Okay, the template before the MCO. So never download any template from the system INTRA. Okay, you only download the template, any PDF related for your INTRA from the website that we show you just now. Okay, that is the latest versions. And I know some of the students, they're quite lazy to download. They ask from their friends. And from the previous experience, we found out that some students, they ask the template from other student who is from other faculty. Okay. And remember, some other faculty, their evaluations form, the COPO attainments, the attainments is different. Okay, the COPO mapping is different. So never ask the template from your friends come from other faculty. Okay, just only download the template from the website that we show you just now. Okay, if you use the old versions or use the template from other faculty, the marks, the evaluations form, the criteria will be different. So we are unable to key in the marks for you later on. Okay, so please remember only download template from the website we show you just now. No template come from the system INTRA. This is very important. Last year, I remind many times, but we still found out some students, they are still using the wrong template. Okay, so please don't repeat the mistake lah. Okay, get the right versions of the template for your logbook report, everything. Okay, thank you.
Okay, any more questions? Okay, so if no more questions, no more suggestions, so I think we should end the session. So thank you very much, Dr. Ko and also Cik Farah, and thank you to you all. So all the best for your INTRA. Hopefully you find a good experience in your host company, inshallah. Okay, so I think that's all for me. So thank you. Manage recording.